watch that fish on forward. Pretty strong fish. Is that a largemouth? Wow. Largemouth on a tube, huh? Interesting. Well guys, welcome to the video. Today we're playing with a bait that until just this moment, you guys just witnessed it, I had never caught a fish on, but clearly it works. Fishing a tube, it's something that, you know, it makes sense. I fish a lot of smallmouth waters. It's a finesse bait. It's something that should work. And well, obviously, like I said, started my day out with a nice largemouth, and all we were doing is throwing a tube. Now, this is a bait that I'm kind of rigging not proper, let's say. I don't have tube heads because I don't fish this technique much. So I'm actually using a reaction tackle EWG Ned head. But essentially, same kind of idea. It really is. I actually kind of like it almost better simply because I don't have to carry extra terminal. If this continues to be an effective technique, it's going to be beneficial because, I mean, ultimately, you have a tube. And then I also have a Ned tied on. If I decide I want to switch baits, I don't have to retie a new head. I can just throw the tube, put a Ned on there. But yeah, that's what we're doing today, guys. We're playing around with two different baits today. We're trying out the tube, and we're playing around with a couple new jerk baits that I got from Stoneman & Sons that I had custom made. So I want to see if those work as well. So hopefully we can get on a whole bunch of fish and I can figure out this stupid tube. Tube fish number 2, guys. Smallmouth. Okay, I think I can get behind this bait. Guys. Guys, take a look at them. I gotta get this hook out. We're facing soda, baby. Saw you on the scope, baby boy. Saw you. I was using that cheater box. That was fun. There you go, guys. Use the forward facing for that one, guys. I will say, I'm starting to learn this technology. You know, you see a fish, you cast to it, you work the bait, you watch them eat it. It has its advantages. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not so sure it's really helped me increase my quality of catches, but there's definitely been days where I've been out on the water and I'm not so sure where to cast or what to do, and this forward-facing sonar stuff is really helping. Now, I did switch to the Wacky rig for the slower fall. I feel like the tube was just going too fast for him in some cases. So we kind of switched things up, went with a Wacky rig, but still kind of the same concept. It's all finesse bite right now, mostly because of the conditions. You're looking at bluebird sky, no wind, super, super hot. It's been hot for 3 days straight. I think these fish are just kind of laying on the bottom and looking up for something to eat. So I'm trying to see if I can pick them apart using this technology, find them where I can, cast to them, and hopefully maybe we'll get into some big ones a little later. Ooh, that might be a good one. Nah, this is a strong one. That's okay. Whoa. Come here, buddy. I won't net you. You're energetic. You know, I'm going to say the tube definitely has its place and has its value. no doubt in my mind that that's a beneficial bait that I'm gonna play around with more. But when you go 3-4 hours without catching a fish, you kind of need to just get a couple on the board. So nice long bass, nothing stupid heavy wise, this little guy. But I'm just throwing Berkley Max Scent General in black. This is a color, it's kind of my go-to color. The only other color that I will typically throw other than that will be Junebug, and that's just because I find that sometimes they want just something a little different. Or if you get tannic water, sometimes that Junebug will show up better. That's actually a theory that I kind of picked up from Bobby Roast Beef. He kind of explained it to me how he thinks about it, and it is true. Water that has a little bit of tint, that purple of a Junebug tends to show up a little bit better. Wow, he hit that like it's great. I hope I got that on camera. Ships. Here, buddy. Guy. Man, it got freaking hot out here, guys, so I think my experimenting is done. I've switched things up and went with the Wacky rig. The last fish you guys just saw me catch, that was a Wacky rig. The fish that I'm about to catch is on a Wacky rig as well. I don't know if this is a big one or if he's just fighting weird. He's got a lot of head shakes going on. I think it might just be a little guy. But yeah, I kind of changed things up. I wasn't really interested in not catching fish, and the way the weather is right now, I think these fish got a little lethargic because the temperature is so high and there's no clouds, there's no wind. It is this dead calm out here, and I don't think these fish are really interested in eating anything at all. I'm just catching a few rogue hungry ones like this little guy. But I do want to talk about, you know, when you get to the dog days of summer, you know, those days where, man, I could be swimming right now, I could be at the beach drinking a cold one. Remember that, you know, sometimes just changing a little bit about your technique or your strategy will help you catch a few more fish, maybe stay out a little longer before you call it a day. For me, Berkley Max Scent General in black. Now, the other baits, because I don't want you to think that you can only use one bait to do this, Yumdinger in black, Yamamoto Senko in black. You notice the pattern? Black. For some reason, over the past 2 years, I've been kind of running experiments with this. I have found that the color solid black with no laminate, no speck, just straight black, has been more effective on more bodies of water and more places than any other color. And it's something about, I think it's the fact that it looks like nothing. It doesn't have any particular profile. It doesn't look like any particular food source. It's just a contrast in the water, and I dead stick it, and it just seems to perform no matter what the conditions, no matter where I am. So something to just mention, if you guys haven't tried just using a solid black stick worm, I highly recommend doing it. They can be hard to find at tackle stores. Not everybody stocks them, but You know, most of your big retail stores will have Yum Dingers or Yamamoto's or Maxent or one of the versions that has black. So I highly recommend trying that in your favorite brand. That being said, with the weather being so hot and everything kind of slowing down on me, unfortunately, I think I might be calling it a day. I got a big weekend ahead of me. I'm actually going home to pack up for a camping trip. I'm going to put a link up to that series here. I'm going to be doing an entire lake breakdown on a brand new lake, place I've never been to before. Me and the family are all camping there for 4 days. So I'm going to be able to take my time, break this place down day by day, trip by trip, and I'm going to show you guys every little detail about everything I do to learn that lake and see if I can get some big fish on it. So be on the lookout for that video as well. I want to thank you guys for coming along with me. I really appreciate you taking time to watch this video. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and as always, let's get out there, catch more fish.